From the outside, it looks beautiful. The uniform, the airport walk, the smile that never seems to break. You see the suitcase rolling through the terminal, the perfect hair, the polished shoes, the flight to another city. And it looks like freedom. But that smile is not the job. The job is learning how to evacuate a cabin in seconds. It is staying calm when a passenger starts screaming. It is checking doors, watching body language, handling medical emergencies, and pretending you are not exhausted after sleeping in another hotel room. Because when something goes wrong in the air, passengers do not look for the pilot first. They look at you. And at the beginning, you do not know that yet. You only know one thing. You want the wings. This is every level of life as a flight attendant. From the first training manual to the moment the whole cabin depends on your voice. You do not start in the sky. You start in a classroom. No passengers, no city views, no perfect airport walk, just a safety manual, a name badge, and an instructor watching how badly you want this. At level 1, you are a trainee. The pay is not the dream yet. For many new flight attendants, the early range sits around $30,000 to $40,000 a year. And suddenly, the glamorous job starts to feel very serious. You learn how to open aircraft doors, how to shout evacuation commands, how to spot a passenger who might become a problem before the door even closes. You practice smiling when you're nervous. You practice staying calm when the cabin is loud. You practice saying the same safety line again and again until it stops sounding like a script and starts sounding like responsibility. Because the airline is not just training your service. It is training your face, your voice, your timing, your control. And every day, the wing pin sits on the table in front of you, close enough to want, not yet yours to wear. Then the classroom ends. And for the first time, the cabin is full of real passengers. At level 2, you are a junior flight attendant. Your pay moves into the $35,000 to $45,000 a year range. But the first thing you feel is not the money. It is the eyes. Passengers watching you board. Senior crew watching your timing. The lead attendant watching whether you remember the details. You check seatbelts. You scan overhead bins. You smile at people who are already irritated before the aircraft even moves. Someone asks for help with a bag. Someone wants to change seats. Someone ignores the safety announcement. And while the cabin looks calm from the outside, your brain is running through every line from training. Doors armed, galley secure, cabin ready, smile steady. This is the first real lesson of the job. You are not paid to feel calm. You are paid to look calm while you work. After enough flights, your smile stops feeling fake. But the pressure does not disappear. It gets quieter. At level 3, you are experienced now. Your pay can rise into the $45,000 to $60,000 a year range. And for the first time, you start moving through the cabin like you belong there. You know which passengers need help before they ask. You know when a bin is not going to close. You know when someone is angry, nervous, drunk, sick, or about to become a problem. The job becomes less about remembering the manual and more about reading the room. You can serve drinks with one hand, calm a passenger with your voice, watch the seatbelt sign, check the galley, and still notice the new hire freezing near row 12. So you step in. Not because you are fearless, because someone newer than you needs to believe this job can be survived. And for the first time, the wing pin does not feel like a prize. It feels like a responsibility. Then one day, you are not just handling the cabin anymore. You are responsible for the people handling it with you. At level 4, you become a senior flight attendant, a lead. Your pay can move into the $60,000 to $80,000 a year range, but the money comes with a different kind of pressure. Now the junior crew watch your face before they trust their own. If boarding gets messy, they look at you. If a passenger starts raising their voice, they look at you. If someone freezes during service, they look at you. And you learn something important. Leadership in the cabin is not about sounding powerful. It is about staying steady when everyone else is starting to rush. You check the crew. You check the cabin. You check the doors. You check the passengers who look too quiet. And somewhere between the announcements, the service carts, the complaints, and the seatbelt sign, you realize the wing pin has changed again. It no longer says, "I made it." It says, "They are depending on me." But there is one level where leading the cabin stops being informal. The title changes. The responsibility becomes official. At level 5, you become the purser, the in-flight supervisor. Your pay can rise into the $80,000 to $100,000 a year range. But now, the entire cabin moves through you. The crew briefing is yours. The service flow is yours. The passenger issues are yours. The communication with the cockpit is yours. Before takeoff, you look at the crew and see every level you used to be. The nervous trainee, the junior attendant, the one trying not to panic when a passenger got loud. Now they are looking at you. And when something happens at 37,000 feet, there is no office to call. No manager walking down the aisle, no easy reset. There is the cabin, there is the crew, there is your voice, and everyone waits to see whether it stays calm. And after enough flights leading the cabin, the airline starts trusting you with something harder. The flights where everything is bigger. More passengers, more crew, more service, more problems, more distance between you and home. At level 6, you are the chief purser, senior international crew. Your pay can reach the $90,000 to $110,000 a year range. But this level is not just about earning more. It is about being trusted when the flight is too long, the cabin is too full, and the crew is too tired for mistakes. You manage premium passengers who expect perfection. You handle language barriers, medical concerns, delays, turbulence, crew fatigue, and service timing across oceans. The flight may last 14 hours, but your face cannot show 14 hours, so you keep the cabin moving. You keep the crew steady. You keep your voice calm. And by now, the wing pin has become two things at once. Proof of everything you earned, and a small piece of metal that somehow feels heavier every year. And eventually, after years of carrying the cabin, your job changes again. You stop proving yourself in the sky and start teaching others how to survive it. At level 7, you become an instructor, a crew trainer. Your pay can reach the $95,000 to $120,000 a year range. But the real value of this level is not the number. It is the moment you stand in front of a room full of new trainees and see yourself. The nervous smile, the perfect hair, the hands gripping the safety manual too tightly. They want the wings, just like you did. So you teach them the truth. You teach them that service matters, but safety comes first. That passengers will test their patience. That fatigue will test their body. That fear will test their voice, and that the smile is not there to hide weakness. It is there to give the cabin something steady to trust. Now the wing pin is no longer just yours. It becomes something you pass forward. But every career in the sky has one final truth. Eventually, the uniform comes off. The wings stay behind. For years, your life was measured in flights. Boarding calls, hotel rooms, red-eye landings, delayed departures, passenger complaints, medical scares, turbulence, smiles you gave when your body wanted rest. You learned how to make fear look calm. You learned how to make exhaustion look professional. You learned that the cabin does not need you to be perfect. It needs you to be steady. And now, when a new trainee picks up her safety manual, when her hands shake a little before her first drill, when she looks at the wing pin like it is the whole dream, you understand something you could not understand at the beginning. The wings were never just a symbol of travel. They were a promise to protect the cabin, to lead when people panic, to smile not because the job is easy, but because someone else needs calm more than you need comfort. So one day, you place the pin down, not because it means less, because now it means everything. If you want to see the cockpit version of this journey, watch Every Level of Life as a Pilot next.